earth are we doing? It is Deej, as you know, and we are back with another Back to the Top video. And since you last joined us, we have played a game away against Wickham and a game at home to Bournemouth, winning both convincingly, keeping our dreams of automatic promotion alive. We just need to catch Brentford a little bit now. So if we have a look at the table real quick, see here we're in third place, 83 points, 13 points ahead of fourth place, but only 4 points behind Brentford in second. Norwich have already qualified for the playoffs. There is only 6 games remaining of the season, and we are going to bring you 2 of those games today. So if we go back to the schedule, let's see what we've got in store for you today. We've got a game against Cardiff, who are currently sitting 8th, and a game against Derby County, who are currently sitting 6th. So another couple of hard games after the last episode, where we had our 2 hardest games of the season and only won one of them. Today we're really trying to keep that dream alive. So before we jump into this, if you haven't already, guys, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, especially if you've been watching the series a little bit. And don't forget to ring that notification bell as well, so you will be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Also, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. It helps the video in the algorithm to no end, which gets this in front of more people, and it'll help the channel grow, which will allow me to make more content, which can only be a good thing, right? And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments section down below and let me know what you think. Or in the description down below, you'll find a link to my Twitter account. Come and tell me what you think there. All that being said, let's dive straight into this, shall we? Where I believe we have a pre-match press conference ready for our Cardiff game. Let's do it. Press conference attended. Blackburn can potentially secure at least a playoff place with a win and favourable outcomes elsewhere. Is that enough for you, or is there still a greater prize up for grabs in your eyes? I certainly hope we can go on and push for greater success, but it's not going to be entirely in our hands, so we'll just have to do as much as we can and then hope. Yep. How important has the strong team spirit been? Everyone's enjoying it, yep. How important will Adam Armstrong be? He's always important. I don't care about Chris Hughton's situation at Nottingham Forest. Who do I think will become Sky Bet champions? I am going to go straight out on a limb and say Norwich. Why have you picked them as your title favourites? They've put themselves in a fantastic position for sure. Right, so let's see how people are reacting to that. What are you thinking about the light situation, by the way, guys? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below, because I'm using my ring light for once. Normally, I would look like this. I thought I would have this on, and I can also, I'll let the camera adjust a second, I can also make it a bit more yellow, but the yellow doesn't look good. Go whiter, that also doesn't look good. So we've got the more mellow white, which I don't think is too bad. I think we'll leave it like that. Having that ring light is a little bit better for the lighting. I've outlined my loan intentions for Jones, and because I've offered to reloan both Jones and Harvey Elliott and Ben Woodburn for another season, and they've all been accepted so far. So I'm chasing an Elliott loan deal. That's been accepted as well. I'm still hopeful of promotion. Our under-18 stuff clash, and Bradley Johnson started on a coaching course. Well done, Bradley. Well done, Bradley. Get yourself them badges, mate. Who knows, maybe you'll be in an opposing dugout one of these days. Now let's see, are we actually going to get into the game at all? Farke determined to see the title challenge out. And Daniel Farke's been rather bullish in his assertions that Norwich are destined to land the title this season. What does this mean for you and Blackburn? It doesn't mean anything. That's be then fair enough. We're not going to give in, but we might try 1 or 2 different things. No, I'm going to say I don't really know. Everything can change in an instant. Kind of a cop-out answer, but the other answers didn't seem to suit. Now let's get into this Cardiff game, shall we? Curtis Jones has been training fantastically, because of course he has. I'm hoping that by keeping Curtis Jones on loan for the next season, especially if I push into the Premier League, I'm going to be able to get to a position in the league that will give me enough money to be able to buy him. So we have a transfer blocked for a coach. So Dan Birdsall, I try and do him as a coach or a fitness coach or what? Fitness coach, isn't he? Not a normal coach, yeah. So what's our current fitness coach situation like? 13, and Liam Mason is a 12. So we're going to replace Liam Mason, I think. Let's have a quick look at Birdsall again. So 12, 15, 9, 10. and Mason is 12, 7, 13, 11. Yep, I think he outs Mason. Only slightly better, but better is better nonetheless. With coaches, you can never sniff at any level of improvement at all. I have a dog hair hanging from my beard. I've just noticed in the webcam. My long-haired doggy there, just leaving presents in my beard. Look at that. His hair's getting proper long now, isn't it? You can't see that on the camera. No. Okay, that's enough. You can see it when it was hanging from my face. Sorry, Mason. We've got Dan Birdsall now. Uh, Jones played well. That can't be Curtis Jones, right? No, it's talking about Terry Jones. And our fitness tests are looking decent. So we've got to be big on this game here. So let's do those opposition instructions. Lewis Travis can ease off the tackles for us. We will focus the play down the middle. And let's go into our team selection and see how we're lining up. So we've got Simjanovic. He is there as a centre defender on defend. We've got Harwood Bellis as a ball-playing defender on stopper. Ranthwaite is not healthy enough to come on. Lenihan is suspended. So, yep, this looks like the way we're actually going to play this. Travis and Rothwell, fine. Williams and Niambe, because where's Barry Douglas? There he is. He's still injured. Niambe, great. Jones, Dak, and Elliott. That's my favourite. Yep, so this is the favourite lineup for sure. Let's get ourselves in. We'll proceed to that match. This is going to be a tough match, though, I think, especially if they play for set pieces. Harry Wilson is going to be lethal. Let's get into this dressing room. Yeah, let's talk about form and into the tunnel. Blackburn side can book their tickets to the playoffs. Should everything fall into place, how confident are you having that sewn up come full time? Put ourselves in the best position. How big of an absence will he be? These things happen, so it's up to the squad to make sure we don't miss him too much. And now let's get the game underway at Ewood Park as Blackburn kick off. Simjanovic finds Harwood Bellis, just knocking it around in the defence there. And now Dak and Rothwell combining to try and make something happen going forward. Rothwell's dispossessed, but Jones picks up on the loose ball. Starts working his way down towards the byline, but he's stopped by... I've no idea how you say his name. NG, his name. Somebody in the comments, please let me know how you pronounce that. As Kaminski clears the ball up to Rothwell in the centre of the park, he finds Bradley Dak, who brings Lewis Travis into play and finds Dak once more. Can he slide it through to Armstrong? He cannot. He's going to shoot instead, and he can't find the target. Getting the highlights, viewers, only 8 minutes in, and this is our third highlight as Bradley Dak now gets dispossessed by Sheiji Ojo, and he can now start breaking down this left-hand side for Cardiff. He goes past 3 people there. What pace from the man, but Lewis Travis can clean up as Niambe now plays it forward and finds Harvey Elliott, who plays the long ball towards Armstrong. He heads it back to Dak. Dak now pushing on forward, but Slide dispossesses him, but Rothwell picks it up, and now Armstrong back to Dak. Dak pushing forward now, bursting into the box, shoots from a crazy angle, and again can't find the target there. Dak needs to find his shooting boots. He's not scored much this season. As Harvey Elliott now steps up to take the corner. Oh, and we've got a freeze, but Simjanovic did get the head on the end, and it goes over. I don't know where that lockup came from there, viewers. Now Morrison with a throw at the other end for Cardiff. Clear it out, and now Dak has a chance to break. He's got space in front of him to stretch those legs, and Armstrong is onside, and the slide dispossesses him from Nelson. Brilliant defending. Now Bennett plays it back to Smithies. Smithies now long, but Niambe gets his head on it, but only as far as Bennett. Elliott wasn't alive to the ball there. Now it's Bennett again to Williams. Williams with a beautiful long ball forward towards Teller, and Teller shoots, but Kaminski gets a palm to it and turns it round the post. Cardiff corner. 16 minutes gone. It has been a busy game so far. Kiefer Moore heads it to Morrison, but Morrison can only shoot it against Moore, and now it's back with Wilson on the wing, who plays a ball into Moore, and Moore can only head it over the bar. Now can we make something happen? His throw from Williams to Rothwell. Rothwell skips past his man and starts making his way towards the area. Bursts into the area, but it cannons off defenders' legs, and Williams has to pick it up and try and keep it alive. But he's dispossessed by another Williams. Let's give the boys some encouragement, shall we? Go for it, boys. As Preston are beating Brentford 1-0. This is it, guys. If we win this, we go to within a point of Brentford. Nelson now to Williams. Harry Wilson. Lovely ball forward, but Teller isn't awake for it. And now Armstrong and Dak combining to try and push forward as Curtis Jones feeds Rothwell. Back to Jones again. He hits the post and it cannons back out. So close to breaking the deadlock there, Blackburn. As Nyambe now takes the throw as Elliott gets dispossessed and the long ball can only find Harwood Bellis. But Harwood Bellis plays a lovely ball forward to Elliott again, who knocks it back to Nyambe, and Nyambe cuts inside looking to make something happen. Has to bring Travis into play, and it's back to Simjanovic. We're all the way over on the left now with Williams nearly dispossessed, but manages to keep it alive and play it to Jones as Dak to Rothwell. Lewis Travis again now finds Armstrong. Armstrong to Dak, who shoots from range. And there he is with his third goal of the season. After me saying Bradley Dak has not got his shooting boots on, he goes and scores an absolute whopper of a goal. Absolute rifle of a leg. We're going to have to watch this again now as Dak to Rothwell. Travis finds Armstrong, who just lays Dak off, who first time pulls the trigger. And there's no stopping those. There is no stopping those, viewers. Blackburn go to within 2 points of Brentford now, as Wilson plays that in, and Nelson with his head to Morrison, but Kaminski can claim, hold on to the ball, and start trying to think about sending Blackburn with a long ball forward, trying to find Armstrong, finds him, headed down to Dak, and now Elliott has got space to run into here. Oh, deflection, nearly takes it into the near post. Smithies was nearly wrong-footed there, but he manages to claim and recover. Brentford have equalised against Preston now. We need to close down Harry Wilson, I would agree with that. He's been their point of danger so far, but we are 1-0 up. And let's have a look and see how well our team's doing, see if we need to make any changes. Curtis Jones is really our only weak link, but we're going to leave him on for now. Straight into the dressing room. We've got a guard against complacency now. Don't think the job's done. Howard Bellis was demotivated, so let's try and get him. So he played a 6.9. So I'm very happy with your performance today. Let's make him happy. He's motivated now. Good. Now let's start this second half. Everyone's happy. Morrison plays the ball all the way back to Smithies. Smithies taking his time, looking to play a ball there, but all he can do is kick it out for a throw. And now Brentford are back ahead, 2-1. Smithies takes another goal kick, looking for Kiefer Moore. Finds him. He skips past his man. Derek Williams now trying to push Wilson out wide. Finds Williams now. Ball through to Kiefer Moore. And he can only hit it wide. Blackburn let off with that one then. That was a lovely move from Cardiff. Now Nyambe throws to Dak. Nyambe to Elliott. Elliott with the switch towards Rothwell. Rothwell now charging forward. Goes past two men. Shoots from range. And it goes just wide. Brilliant chance for Blackburn there as well, even if it is one from distance. As Preston equalise with Brentford, making it 2-2 right now. 60th minute comes on. Let us encourage the team again. As we bring on, we're going to do that. Holtby's going to come on for Travis, save him getting a yellow card. But we are going to go into here and change Holtby into one of those deep lying playmakers. As Blackburn have scored another goal and we missed it. We're going to have to see the replay of this one. I was disallowed for offside though. Holtby with the delivery. Who's offside there? Can you let me know, please? Harwood Bellis. He was fully in line. I am disappointed with that. Now Murphy. Williams, short free kick. Murphy now skipping past his man. Got space into the box here, but Kaminski shows his goalkeeping credentials there again. He's an absolute beast as Preston go ahead and Smithies takes this goal kick. Only as far as Williams, though, to Simjanovic, all the way back to Kaminski. Kaminski now has time to pick his pass here, and he finds Harwood Bellis, who plays a lovely ball out towards Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott having to cut inside and head backwards a little bit now, but Rothwell now finds Curtis Jones, and Curtis Jones has the space and with the block, and Curtis Jones tries to go all the way, but Smithies claims comfortably at his near post. We're going to have a look and see how well Curtis Jones has picked up. He really hasn't. So we are going to bring on Ben Berriton for Curtis Jones and change him into a inside forward on attack. And go again. Firm changes. There we go. Here comes Berriton. Williams now to Dak. Dak being marshalled quite well here, looking for a space to move forward, but finds Elliott, who plays it into Armstrong. Armstrong now with a chance, but it's blocked. He still keeps it alive, though, and he's dispossessed on the edge of the area. But the clearance only goes as far as Niambi now, and can Harvey Elliott make something happen here? He plays it back to Holtby, who tries to play it back to Elliott, but a sliding interception there sends Murphy away, and now Murphy has been able to run the entire length of the pitch and passes it to Nlundu. Oof. Kaminsky parries, but Nlundu gets the rebound and just taps it in. So now, ladies and gentlemen, with 10 minutes of the game left, we need to turn this draw into a win. We are going to go into a very attacking mindset. When we're in possession, we're going to go super high tempo. When we're out of possession, we're already playing that really high line. We're going to go much higher with our forwards as well and try and compress them as much as possible. Let's crack on with that. What are they all? They're all anxious. Don't be anxious, boys. Now we've got a Cardiff throw as Bennett throws it to Murphy. Murphy to Bakuna. Back to Bennett again. Bennett now trying to make progress. On the left-hand side there for Cardiff. He plays it to Murphy again, who again is just charging forward, carving through our defence there. He shoots from range, but the effort's not a good one. And now Kaminsky with the goal kick. Got Williams with a throw here. Tries to throw long, but Teller's head gets there first, and now Moore can start thinking about heading forward, but he's quickly closed down, and the ball has to go backwards. But Nelson with a long ball towards... Now Moore's got it. Teller coming down the right-hand side here. Cuts inside, goes past his man, but Simjinovic with a lovely block now can play that ball out towards Adam Armstrong. Doesn't find him, and now Teller heads to Williams, and now it's Moore. Nludulu, Bakuna, Morrison, ball forward. And Murphy now. Murphy's shot blocked, charged down, and Harvey Elliott can start bringing it forward for Blackburn. Is the counter-attack on here as the ball's played forward towards Dak, but Dak's dispossessed as Woodburn comes on for Elliott for the last minute of the game. I've got a Cardiff attack maybe to close this out as Williams pushing forward. Switch towards Murphy, but Niambi rises and heads it clear. And then Bennett tries to shoot from a crazy distance. That has to have been a cross, right? And Kaminsky plays the long ball, looking for Berriton. Gets there first, and now Williams can play it forward, looking again for either the run of Berriton or the run of Armstrong. It cannons off Berriton, and it's Armstrong now, but Berriton... Oh, he's free kick given for an offside. An offside for a rebound, I guess it is real. And Niambe finds Holtby, finds Woodburn. Woodburn now charging forward. Brought down, and the ref blows for full time. What could have been a win there has turned into a draw. And I'm hoping that Brentford still lost. We can be unlucky there. They had a really good end to the game there, Cardiff. So kind of credit to them there for putting the brakes on us. And did Brentford end up losing? Brentford did end up losing 3-2, so we actually gained a point closer to them. So now there's only a 3-point gap between us. It is going to go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Brentford have secured their playoff spot, though. Nlundu gets the man of the match. And our post-match press conference is about to begin. Let's see. They're going to make a big deal out of that, aren't they? You weren't able to get the win today, but there's at least some consolation in the fact that Brentford also failed to collect a win today. I think it's a waste of everyone's time trying to make something of this particular situation. Everyone enjoyed Dak's goal, a well-struck effort from 24 metres. Must have been fantastic to see it. It was a top goal. Why did you persist with Joe Rothwell when it was clear that he particularly wasn't up to it today? It wouldn't have been a case of a simple like-to-like. He did well, but I'm not here to talk about the opposition. Blackburn have scored a high portion of their goals in the late stage of either half. Some teams try to wind down. There we go. Press conference done. Pardon me. And now let's push on towards the Derby game. So some loan reports. Quiet game. Very good performance. Well done, Sadi. What are you worth now? 12k. I'm not sure what you were worth when you left us, but you've definitely been improving. I'm not sure if you're going to improve more than that, though. You've still got room for improvement. Oligarbe played fairly well. He got an assist. Very nice. Have you been improving while you've been out there? You really have been improving, haven't you? Where do you sit here? This is for attacking midfielder left, when really you're a striker. Apparently you're not. Apparently you're better on the wing than you are up front. How did Thompson do? Good performance. Very nice. And Niambe's fitness concerns. That's fine. We'll rest him, especially if Branthwaite is feeling a bit better. But we've also got Howard Bellis that can play out there, and we've got Branthwaite who can come into the centre. We've got Lenihan Lenihan who should be off suspension. A Derby game is a week away. I guess, ladies and gentlemen, we will join you back as we approach the Derby game. As Mark Albrighton and Emile Smith-Rowe are removed from my shortlist, let's add Emile Smith-Rowe and Mark Albrighton back to my shortlist for now, because they'll be good signings for me entering the Premier League if I do end up getting promoted. Let's give this guy a scout, because apparently we don't know anything about Albrighton, and we don't know anything about Smith-Rowe either, but we'll scout him anyway. And like I said, guys, we will join you again as we are preparing for the Derby game. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You join us just before the Derby match, and here we are with the press conference about to start. So let's jump into it, shall we? See if we can keep the dream alive with a win here. Wayne Rooney's winning a lot of plaudits to be his overachievement with Derby. I don't like to talk about situations of other teams. Blackburn are potentially just one game away from booking a spot in the playoffs as they hold a superior goal difference. Are you confident of getting a result and presuming things elsewhere go in your favour, going on to make it count? We've put ourselves in the best position possible. Prep is everything, but you may feel you know what to expect from Derby. Can you see them employing any tactical surprises? I think they have to in order to stand a chance. Can we expect an attacking focus? I like to encourage attacking play, sure. How do you rate his chances? I think he deserves to win it. Definitely. Let's support my man. See how well that was received by him. If he's happy, then that means the next game is going to be sick for him. Ding! There we go. Along with Corey Evans and Darragh Lenihan. Darragh Lenihan is actually still suspended. I think he must have had a 3-match ban. Stiepermann, we're not going to get him. Let's discard that. Nobody cares about Stiepermann right now. Russo, nope, nobody cares about you either, apparently. And who's been training well? Lewis Travis, Davenport, and Niambe. Niambe is actually getting rested, at least on the bench. But Corey Evans and Danny Ayala are not in the mood for it. Norwich can clinch an automatic promotion place today with a win against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are just behind me as well. I say just behind me. They were 13 points behind me before the last game. I'm not sure if they won their match. So I'll close that gap a little bit. Let's have a quick look-see at this tactical meeting now. So next match only. I'm not going to bring Niambe on, no. But we will do those opposition instructions. We're not going to use tighter marking. Go to our team selection. I want to go to the opposition instructions. And I think it's Buchanan. I want to show onto weaker foot and close down always. Most red cards, I'll leave him to it. This guy's got most assists as well, tied. So let's close him down and weaker foot him always. We'll always do that to the wingers as well and attacking midfielders. It's a lot of instructions, this, but hopefully that's going to be enough to actually make a difference here. They've only got one player, Harrison Solomon, whose average is in the green here. If I go back to our overview, it doesn't actually tell us here. I think it would if we scrolled over. Yeah, we've got a bunch. A bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8 there. Is that Lenihan there who's suspended? No, that's Barry Douglas who's injured. But in our first team here, that one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people who have averages over 7. So I'm confident before this game. Some people are a bit concerned, but you don't lack tactical familiarity with the formation. Don't be daft. Now let's go and see if we can make this count and keep the dream alive, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing against David Marshall, Teden Mengi, George Edmondson, Matt Clark, Lee Buchanan, Max Bird, Louis Sibley, Martin Waghorn, Jason Knight, Kamil Josviak and Lee Gregory. Andre Wisdom and Jordan Ibe, two other old Liverpool fellas on the bench. It's going to be like an old Liverpool off this, isn't it? Even though three of my players are current Liverpool people. We can effectively secure a playoff berth, so I'm expecting you to deliver. People got happy with that. Cool. Not the best weather for football out there. How do you think the pitch conditions? My players can adapt to any situation. Second in the form table. How much of a threat do they pose? I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can put a dent in their ambitions. Yes, let's do this. Let's go as Armstrong. Back to Branthwaite, to Simunovic. Travis now. Ball forward looking for Curtis Jones, but Mengi can pick that out and start moving forward for Derby. Plays it back to Waghorn and then Bird, but the pressing is stopping them from moving any further forward as Branthwaite heads that forward and Sibley picks up the loose ball. Going to throw in here with Williams on the left-hand side. Finds Curtis Jones, who skips past his man into the box. Finds Rothwell. Rothwell keeps driving forward, but his shot cannons off the Derby defence in their... do we call this? Their fuchsia kit. Now Williams has another throw here on the left-hand side. And Curtis Jones to Bradley Dack. Finds Joe Rothwell. Rothwell now, again, charging forward into the area. Finds Armstrong, who was onside. He was taken out, but Curtis Jones picks up that loose ball and buries it for his 6th goal of the season, giving Blackburn Rovers the 1-0 lead. Hopefully the Brentford game's going in our favour here as well. And as we watch this lovely move here as Rothwell finds a lovely ball to Armstrong, who just moved back into an onside position. He's dispossessed, but the ball cannons to Jones. And Jones with a nice placed shot just inside the near post. Now Derby have a corner, a chance to equalise here as Waghorn swings it in. Finds Clark at the back post, but all he can do is head it over. Goal kick. Brentford are currently drawing with Millwall here. Leaves us a point behind them. Come on. Let's give the boys some encouragement. You're doing well, boys, but do better for me, please. They're going more attacking right now and floating their crosses. But we have a throw here with Williams on the right-hand side. Travis Harwood-Bellis now has to go backwards because there's no path open for a forward pass as Simunovic. Back to Harwood-Bellis again. Just knocking it around in the defence here. We've got a little triangle going as Travis finds Elliott. Elliott now trying to dribble through the middle here. Pass across to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones finds Armstrong in the middle, who plays it back out into space for Curtis Jones to pick up on the left. And now it's Rothwell just inside the area with a cross to the back post to Harvey Elliott, but it's headed out by Edmondson with some great defending. Now Edmondson with the long ball can only find Derek Williams, who's going to try and bring that forward again for Blackburn. We've got a goal kick here as Kaminsky plays it short to Branthwaite. Williams now with that ball forward looking for Armstrong, but Edmondson's there. Branthwaite heads forward. Rothwell couldn't claim that, and now Bird has the ball. Has to go backwards to Edmondson. The ball forward is intercepted by Simunovic, who now the centre-back is charging forward. He's got open space in front of him. And now Bradley Dack on the edge of the area. His shot is blocked, but it only goes as far as Harvey Elliott now, who's looking to try and make a move into the area here. And he does. Finds Dack again, who shoots, but his shot is deflected back directly towards him. And now Travis in the centre of the park has to go back towards Simunovic. Harvey Elliott tries making some magic happen in the box again, but it's back to Travis. Has to go all the way back to Branthwaite. Travis is found again with our little defensive triangle here, and the ball's played out to Harvey Elliott on the right-hand side. He can't go forward, so has to find Travis, and now it's played switch to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones in the area, and he finds the bottom near post corner. There was no chance the keeper was getting there, and Curtis Jones gets his 2nd of the day to give Blackburn Rovers a comfortable 2-0 lead. The dream is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. It all started with Lewis Travis switching this to Curtis Jones. Finds Rothwell. Rothwell to Dack, and then that ball, absolutely precise, and Jones clips the inside of the post, and the ball finds the back of the net. Brentford still drawing with Millwall as Elliott starts floating this cross in. Headed out, but Rothwell picks up the loose ball. He's got space to move forward, and he shoots from range, aiming for that top corner, and he's not far away. Goal kick to Derby County as Marshall now hoofs one long, but Williams is underneath it. Plays it all the way back to Kaminsky, and Kaminsky now is getting pressured, but he finds Simunovic, and now Branthwaite can look for a proper ball and finds Armstrong, who heads it down to Dack, but Dack's dispossessed by Bird, and Bird now can drive forward, finds Gregory. Was Gregory offside there? That's a question. But Williams, with some great defensive work there, stops him in his tracks. But Knight tries to get in there, but Branthwaite manages to stop with a slide, and then it's played back to Kaminski, who can clear. And Armstrong now gets brought down cynically on that halfway line there. Surely there's a card in that, ref. No, apparently not. And as we approach half-time here, Rovers are going to go in 2-0 to the good. And like I said, their dream's still alive. A great opportunity to show the pundits they've been right. Yes, everyone get happy. And then individuals, Curtis Jones. I'm delighted with your performance tonight. And he's still demotivated. What? Okay, fine. You can be demotivated all you like. Let's see a place there really isn't. We are playing fantastic football today, so let's just crack on with the second half and see how well we can keep this going, as Jones is currently uninspired. Let me shout some encouragement to him and see if that works. As Kaminski here looks to play that ball forward to Armstrong. Doesn't find him, but Edmondson heads it out to Buchanan. Jones didn't like that shout, apparently. Or it made no difference on him. As Waghorn to Bird. Bird now switched to Josviak. Josviak brought down by Simjinovic, and that's a penalty. Wasn't a clean tackle. Can Kaminski show some heroics here as he bounces up and down on his line? Oh, he went the right way. But Waghorn's shot was just a little bit too central, and with his fourth goal of the season, that penalty is buried in the back of the net. We don't need to see a penalty taken again, ladies and gents, as Armstrong finds Rothwell from the kickoff. Branthwaite now to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, the current man of the moment, starts dribbling forward. Mengi tries to dispossess him but fails, and it's still Jones. Jones has to turn back though and finds Rothwell inside. Rothwell from distance, not far wide at all. He's getting closer and closer with every shot. Let's do a big encourage for the team here. Armstrong didn't like that, as Elliott now with a free kick with a chance to shoot, cannons it into the wall. Tries to play it back to Jones, but he's dispossessed, and now Derby have a counter here with Josviak, but Harwood Bellis with a heroic sliding tackle knocks it out of play for a throw. Brentford are still being held by Millwall as Harwood Bellis takes this free kick short to Simjinovic, back to Bellis again, and he plays that long ball forward looking for the run of Armstrong, and he's found him, and Armstrong's clear in the area, tries to dink it over the keeper, but hits the bar, and it comes back out and is cleared out for a throw. And Adam Armstrong not catch a break today as Curtis Jones is taken off for Rankin Costello. Not going to be happy about being substituted there, but Dak plays that corner in and Andre Wisdom heads it clear. I think we're going to come back to a defensive attitude now, though. And I'm going to go into the tactics screen. Let's pause this for now just so I can do this and you won't miss anything. When we're out of possession, we're going to stay much higher like that. When we're in possession, though, we're going to time waste regularly and our tempo is going to go down to lower. That'll do. And we will confirm those changes. Take off a couple of people. In the 6.5, it is Harvey Elliott. So Ben Berriton can come on for Harvey Elliott and swap with Rankin Costello. I could have brought Woodburn on. That is all the change we need to make. Curtis Jones had an excellent game. Let's confirm these changes and crack on as Rankin Costello here, coming down the left-hand side. There's runners in front of him. He doesn't find them, though. He's dispossessed and Rothwell picks it up. Rothwell now breaking into the box. Is he going to cut it back? No, he's dispossessed by Andre Wisdom. And Edmondson now with an option to clear. He tries, but Branthwaite's header is a good one. But it's only as far as Jordan. And now Jordan is charging forward and Travis slides and dispossesses. Fantastic defensive work from Lewis Travis there as Kaminski tries to play the long ball forward. But it's only to Bielk. And now Fletcher. Fletcher's shot is over the bar, but he was offside anyway. Free kick to Rovers. Yeah, man mark him, and we'll take off Travis for Davenport, yeah. Davenport gets a yellow card instantly. 7 minutes of the game remain. Blackburn currently 2-1 up as Kaminski takes a free kick. Tries to find Brereton, but it's on the head of Wisdom. But Davenport heads it back to Harwood-Bellis. Simunovic now with the long ball forward to Armstrong, and he's in space. He breaks into the area. He is slid in on, but he manages to turn that into a goal. Matt Clark dispossessing Armstrong, puts the ball into the back of his own net. Surely Armstrong's able to claim that one, but nope, own goal. Let's watch this again. Yeah, Armstrong did nothing there other than nearly fall over. We will take it. Every goal is a good one. As Millwall are beating Brentford, this puts us on even points with Brentford right now. The dream for automatic promotion is still on as Buchanan looks to play that ball into the box. It misses absolutely everyone. And now Edmondson from the other side. Buchanan goes for the header, but can't get it on target, and it's over the bar. Blackburn now only have to see out the 4 minutes of added time with their 2-goal advantage. Surely this is a win in the book for Rovers as Brereton is dispossessed by Wisdom. Wisdom with the long ball forward towards Fletcher, but Branthwaite's header's a good one, but only as far as Jordan, who continues charging forward as Fletcher tries to play a through ball there, and it ends up being driven in from distance, and Kaminski can claim it comfortably. Now Buchanan, a free kick in their corner, plays it short to Bielk. Bielk now long towards Fletcher, but Branthwaite gets his head to it, and it's only as far as Edmondson. But again, that clearance only finds Branthwaite, and now Rankin Costello can try and make something happen here. But he's being forced backwards to Harwood-Bellis. Has to turn and play it back to Simunovic, who finds Rankin Costello there, though. Is he going to play it inside? Nope, it's back to Simunovic again, and then Davenport tries to find Rankin Costello, but the pass is not a good one, but he recovers it. And now Rothwell in the centre of the park decides to go all the way back to Kaminski, and the referee blows his final whistle. Blackburn Rovers beat Derby County 3-1. A vintage performance from Curtis Jones. 2 goals for that man, and an own goal. See us beat Derby 3-1. And now let's just double check. Brentford were 1-0 down, but a good win, boys. Absolutely fantastic. And then we're also going to do individual. Can I still talk to Curtis Jones? Where is Curtis Jones? Here he is. I'm delighted with your performance, mate. Fantastic thing there. And there's nobody else with a really solid green, so we'll leave everyone else with the team. Let's see what the league looks like here. We are tied on points. It's going to go down to goal difference, ladies and gentlemen. There is 4 games left of the season. Let's go and see what waits for us here. We've got our playoff spot. Let's do our post-match press conference. Got to be pleased with that result and performance as press of that. We were excellent. It was a top performance. Substituting Jones when he was on a hat-trick raised some eyebrows today. He can't have been pleased with that decision, can he? I felt confident that the game was won, and we have some important fixtures coming up that Curtis needs to be fresh for. I think his early goal was important in determining the outcome of the match, and early goal's always a bonus. Press conference here. Now let's see what's going on here. Cagey press conference from Rooney. The game is over. He doesn't want to discuss it further. Quiet game here as they won. Fantastic. There's Ashton's. Whitehall had a quiet game. Thompson put in a good performance. Great. Another good performance here. Didn't really have sufficient time to make any real influence, it looks like, but a 6.8 with only 15 minutes of game time isn't bad. Branthwaite's fitness concern, fine. Jones on form for Blackburn, of course he was. And now let's have a look at our schedule, ladies and gentlemen. Our remaining games of the season. Sheffield Wednesday is our next game. They are 9th. And then Huddersfield, who are 7th. We've got some pretty tough games to finish off with. And we'll be playing those ones offline, ladies and gents. So 2 games to go that you won't see against Sheffield and Huddersfield. And then we'll come back for the final 2 games of the season against Rotherham, who are 17th. Should be a nice, easy win. And Birmingham, who are 12th. Should be another nice, easy win. I've probably jinxed myself there with that, but who knows? We could go on to absolutely storm the automatic promotion places. We are already in the playoffs. We know that is secure. But let's have a look at this table again. My word, ladies and gentlemen. How squeaky bum time is this now? We can't really be caught from behind. I mean, we can. There's 12 points still in it. No, we can't. We've guaranteed ourselves 3rd place here. Have we? Let me so 12 points. We put it on 84. Yeah, we've guaranteed ourselves 3rd place. We cannot lose a position here now. So we're already 5 points better off 5 places better off than the season preview had us. This season has been a success, regardless of whether we go up or not. Now, as amazing as automatic promotion would be, I'm actually I'm hoping we get the automatic promotion spot, but the playoffs would be an absolutely amazing way to go up, I think, especially for this first season of Back to the Top. Getting up there in the playoffs and then fighting for survival in the Premier League would be absolutely amazing. Now, we've definitely performed above expectations so far this season, so the board are going to be happy with me. There's not a chance we're going to get sacked. We are staying here and we are going to fight as hard as we can to go up. But it is getting tight, ladies and gentlemen. The end of this season is set to be an absolute cracker. But as always, I have been Deej, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been awesome. Don't forget, do hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, hit that thumbs up, and comment down below. And also, go check out the Twitter account that's in the description down below, and come have a chat with me over there. But until next time, ladies and gents, take it easy, and I will see you then. Peace.